Hello. Don't leave that. Fellow graduates, teachers, administrators, parents, other miscellaneous family members, and Frenchies. I welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2014. My name is MSS, and I am here to inspire you all to be the best that you can be. Before I get started, I would like to thank those who are responsible for getting me here to the podium today. To the people who voted for me, I thank you both. And I thank the teachers who have absolutely no problems taking bribes. I'm not going to do that after every joke. I thank the principals and vice principals who watched over us and guided us through our years of education. In preparation for this speech, I used every resource at my disposal, mainly Google and Wikipedia, in order to find a quote that would probably describe our experiences in high school. However, it seems even the great and powerful internet can fall short. But if I were to use one word to describe our experiences, I would use the word growth. I mean, look back when we first started education. We were all screaming, wailing children, some of us still in diapers. Now look how far we've come. Well, none of us are in diapers anymore. Okay. Today is our last day of routine and schedules imposed upon us. Our last day of routine, our last day before each and every one of us steps into the unknown. For some of you, this change could not come sooner. While for others, it has been a day we've been looking forward to with quiet anxiety and excitement. However you feel about graduation, it's clear things are going to be different from here on out. One thing I know I have learned from my time here at MSS is to just go out and do it. No fear. I know some of you might not believe me, but I also know some of you will agree with me when I say I've not always been this charismatic, amazing, and awesome. When I first got to high school, I was timid, overcautious, scared. Sometimes I still am. But one thing I learned from this grad class, my grad class, is to just be brave and despite your doubts, take that first step. If you take that first step, you can accomplish amazing feats. Don't settle for mediocrity. Go for the goal without fear of what may happen. If you give 100% to life, you are far more likely to get 100% back. Life will hit you hard, but if you can roll with the punches, you can get back up again with a little help from your friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Again. I'm gonna last time. Moving on. Now that I'm spouting wisdom, let me spout a little more. This is something my grandpa Snee always told me when I was a child, and often tells me still. You can lead a horse to water, but if you teach him to fish, he'll neither lender nor borrower be. I'm sure that makes sense in Scotland. Here's another piece of information you probably didn't know. I have looked back on this little tidbit many, many times, and I'm extremely thankful I know it. I'm sure all of you will in time as well. On a side note, do you know what they say about cliffhangers? Moving on. For all those who don't already know, there is a mysterious world outside MSS. And although we've dipped our toe into the big blue deep, and some of us even gone for a swim. Today is the day we jump off the boat of Merit Secondary, and we don't get back on. The big blue can be intimidating, but you just gotta have courage, take that first step, or risk drowning. Aha. Now, I know you guys are ready to leave high school behind, but let us not truly forget the important lessons we have learned here at MSS, such as pink is definitely not Mr. Cavalier's color. And Mr. Lawrence's inspiring chants of less breaks, more school will remain in our hearts for years to come. Essentially, Mohawks are better than Flow, because essentially they do a better job of scaring away beans. Essentially. That makes sense, trust me. And the best kind of Friday is always on a Wednesday. And most importantly, all monitors are respected, looked up to, and always listened to. Now, can you keep a straight face? Before I finish up here, I would like to thank the dedicated caregivers, parents, grandparents, mentors, and teachers that have played an integral part in all of our lives. Thank you to those who watched over, cared for, and supported us through our grueling lab reports, taxing tests, and dreaded provincial exams. Thank you to those who taught us how to get back up again, even after the nastiest of falls, and dust ourselves off and keep going. Thank you to those who saw our potential and challenged and stretched us until we fulfilled it, and we continue to do so. I thank you and applaud you. Now, I promised the grad class that I would come up with a song about graduation. So, true to form, it's going to be completely improvised. I have not practiced this at all. It's going to turn out 100% okay, though, I can feel it. You're all going to love it, right?
You're right.
I'll take that silence and say yes. Here we go. Thank you. Rewind. Say something, we'll all be gradding soon. I wrote this song just to say goodbye. Soon we'll be moving into a world with new things, like taxes and other things I can't think of right now. And if the parents start to fall, and I've done my job, don't need me at all. Say something, we'll all be gradding soon. Shout out to Tanda and Brennan Chu. There you go, guys. You can get that song on iTunes for the next 5 minutes. If you were to take one thing, just one thing, and not my song, from my spiel here tonight, let it be this. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get it and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth. That was a quote from the movie, by the way. Star Wars 7, Rocky Rides Again, or something like that, I don't know. I leave you guys with these final words. Live long, take the hits, learn to cook more than pizza pops and craft dinner before you move out, and have a grand life, graduating class of MSS. Keep calm and carry on.
I'm gonna miss that next year. And I would now like to introduce Ms. Allison Cusio, who will